What's going on, guys? Lobo here, back after like 2 weeks of doing nothing YouTube related. I've been just playtesting and practicing for like the Indy Regional, and I've been focused on that. And I don't know, today is gonna be, well, this video is gonna be like a my deck profile and like how my day went at the Indy Regional. Oh my god, that took way too long to put out of my mouth. No homo. Okay, most people who end up viewing this video, I know, don't care about me. They just want to see the deck profile and leave. So I'm gonna go straight into the deck profile and then talk about how my day went. So to start off, we went for 2 Gravekeeper Assailant. I like it at 2. I've seen most deck profiles maining 1 and siding the 2nd. I like 2 because usually I just allure darkness 1 away, and I always have the 2nd one if I ever need it in the game. It helps for like the Boojin matchup, the Blackwing matchup, how the Coon matchup. Like if the Notaria Beast and Necro Valley is already on board, you just get this guy, switch beats to defense mode, beat it over. Well, you know, just helps get around big monsters. Most people know that by now. Triple Commandant. I play 3. Like I said in like so many previous videos, you don't need 3, you only need 2. I always side out 1, but it's always good for like a 21 beat stick. And yeah, double Descendant, you know, pop cards. Some people like triple Descendant. I don't think you need 3. 2 is fine. 2 is a good number. You could always get it back with Stell. 1 Heretic. Oh my god, so many people burned so many resources on this 1 Heretic. There's this guy, I'll talk about it later, but this one guy burned a Veiler, a D Prison, and a Bear on my Heretic. It was hilarious. 1 Gravekeeper Nobleman. It's very rare to get it off, especially in a format where like everybody's not attacking the face downs, or like they're just popping face downs. But once you get it off, this card opens up so many plays. Triple Recruiter. You know, searches damn near everything but Spy, so it's a pretty good damn card. Triple Spy. Special summons everything except for Commandant and Heretic, so, you know, the only flip effect monster in the deck. It's a very good card. 1 Allure Darkness, you know, all dark deck. Makes sense. Book of Moon. I was using this card offensively mostly of the time. They would attack into my face-up Spy. I just book my Spy, flip it, get another card. So good. Double Stell to recycle your monsters. I was watching deck profiles like when I was contemplating on what I was gonna play for the regional, and I saw a couple guys just maining 1 Stell and siding the 2nd. I just like both in the main. I wouldn't want to be like trapped because I have no more monsters, because with a 15 monster deck, you really need your monsters. Your monsters are important. Triple MST, you know, for the 10 keys, back row. Hell, round 2 I had to space my own Necro Valley, which sounds stupid, but it won me the game. Triple Necro Valley. You just run 3. It's most of half your deck relies on this card, so 3 is pretty good. Double Duality instead of 3. When I was playtesting or for the regional, I found myself relying, I don't know, I was playing 42 cards because I was playing another Duality, and I was maining the Starlight Road. But I don't think Starlight Road is good in the main. Well, it's good in the main. I think it's better as a side card. I don't know. I used to side effect Veilers, but I dropped them completely. Took out Duality and put Starlight Road to the side. So it worked well for me on Saturday. So it's good. Royal Tribute. You basically get this off first turn, and if they have an all monster hand, unless they're playing Dark Worlds, you should be winning that game. Unless you discarded most of your hand too, which rarely happens, but it happens. And if that's the case, you have Stell to get them back. But late game, the only thing it's good for is like providing you with information on what your opponent has. So if you're playing Mind Crush, you're like, Royal Tribute, look at their hand and Mind Crush whatever they have or whatever. 1 Black Horn of Heaven. Oh my god, this card also has a funny story. It was round 3. Talk about it later. Hilarious. Anyway, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, double D Prison. D Prison is very good this format. Most people make Stardust, or like when they see a bunch of back row, they make Stardust. And Deep Prison helps. Also, Fire Kings are a deck now, apparently. And they attack, and like they attack like not carrying into 4 back row, because like it's probably their Grunic's probably gonna destroy, it's gonna come back blow up the field, so you Deep Prison them away. Too strong. Triple Fiendish Chain. Monster effects are prevalent, especially with the Fire Fist matchup, because they just start popping your face downs. Everybody just like popping face downs. So Fiendish Chain is good. One Needle Ceiling. I was playing this card because during playtesting I was finding out like a lot of faster decks like Gurgias, Heretics, they just completely outpaced the deck. Gravekeeper is a very slow and controlled deck. If you go against a deck that outpaces you, you're more likely gonna lose. So like Needle Ceiling, just you have a set spy or you have a face-up recruiter and a set monster and they go for 2 cards on board. Needle Ceilings, fuck it, you're gonna search off recruiter anyway, so you know, it stops their play and gives you a search, so it's not bad. One main deck 7 tools. Came in very helpful actually. A lot of people were trying to burn warnings on the Heretic or on the Spy, and 7 tools always came in clutch for me at those times. I was playing, oh man, talk about it later. One Warning. Warning's a good card, pay 2,000. Stops almost everything. Too strong. And one Torrential, because once again you get outpaced, basically gonna lose. For the extra deck, playing one Stardust. For the side deck, Starlight Road. One Dweller for water, Fire Kings. I didn't even make this against spellbooks, but you can if you're gonna destroy the tower. So one Diamond Dyer. I used it once during the regionals, and that's just to get rid of a prohibition. One Exciton Knight. I never went into it to use its effect. I literally went into it once to bait out a dark hole, and that is it. During the whole regionals, I pretty much exceed summoned like 3 times. My bad. One Evil Storm Ouroboros. I don't know, just in case. I have so much space in the extra deck, it really doesn't matter. And it's good against Battling Boxers, which I didn't play, so whatever. One Cowboy, you know, burn for game or get over a big monster. It's Cowboy. One Stroke, just in case you need to make a Maze Stroke. I don't know, it's either Stroke or 101. Those are like the go-to cards. I just like Stroke better, just because you don't have to waste both materials to get over a card. You just burn one, and it protects itself from destruction. 101. See, my only problem with this card is like if they bottom listed on summon, you lose a material, and then there was no point in going to 101 because you can't get over anything at that point. One Utopia, why not have the space? One Black Ship of Corn for like Zen mains. That one Tanukitic Exceed, that's really annoying. You know, hell, you can make it against Boojins, because like most Boojin players just go for the hair and they don't go for Terror no more, so you just burn the Yamato, whatever. Double Key Beetle, all dark deck, protect your cards. Use this to protect Shaman, then protect Necro Valley. Basically can't do anything. One Crazy Box for the skill drain matchup. It's pretty good, like against Dark Worlds. They had the field spell out. You have a 3,300 beater that gets over everything, so it's not bad. One Utopia Ray for the Utopia. Never went into Utopia or Utopia Ray, so it doesn't matter. And one Steel Storm Roach just for the Heretics. For the side, I was playing one Shaman. You know, Soul Drain in a monster is pretty good, and it protects your Necro Valley. If you could get this out against spellbooks and you already have the Necro Valley out, there's not really much they can do. There really isn't. Like, they're only outs to summon Priestess. One Thunder King stops decks that searches, stops rogues. You know, Thunder King, Thunder King. Double Deck Devi for the Gurgia and Kun matchup. You know, it came in helpful once. I only got it off once, and that was round 1 during the whole tournament. Triple DNA Surgery. You know, it's good. It's a good card against spellbooks, you know. And I forgot to change something, which I'm gonna do right now. For the tourney, I didn't play Dust Tornado. I played one Full House. I never got it off, so I don't think it's relevant. But like I don't know. I never got it off, so it doesn't really matter. But that's what I ended up playing. My thought process was just like Firefists are a thing, and like Boojins are a thing. And if I have like a Shaman out, or I have a Necro Valley that doesn't really do anything, I'll destroy it. I don't care. Double Light Mirror for Boojins, Constellars, which I didn't see at all. And hell, you can flip it on Exton Knight, which I don't think you should side for one card, an extra deck card, but I don't know, I didn't do it for that. I never sided it in Alternity, so it doesn't matter. Oh my god, Overworked. Overworked put so much work in. Because I played a mirror match round 2, Overworked put so much work in. Double Rivalry. I didn't see it all turning. I sided it against a Mermail player. He just had everything, so yeah, it happens. And the one side deck Starlight Road, I almost always side this in game 2, because everybody sides in full house for this deck, especially when they see you're playing Fiendish Chains and Necro Valley. Everybody sides in full house for you. So Starlight Road, too strong. Well, that's the deck profile, guys. So I guess I'm gonna tell you guys about how my regional went. I ended up placing 49th. I went 6-3, which is bullshit, because I was literally, they were giving invites all the way to 48th place. So I was slightly salty. So I don't think I did bad, because this is my very first regionals that I was attending. This is my very first major event that I attended, so I don't think I did half bad. I'm actually quite proud of myself. I'm just a little salty that I was one away from that invite, but whatever. Round 1, I played Coons. It wasn't that hard of a deck. I didn't let him do anything. Round 1, he opened up double of the Pauper card, and like he really had nothing. And I opened the Heretic and Necro Valley, so it wasn't really much of a game. And then round 2, I started in the Deck Daddies, and he wasn't getting anything as well. Like mid game, he finally got the Obedience Schooled out. So he went Obedience Schooled, summoned all 3, and he was gonna instantly exceed. But I'm like, hold up. On summon, and I just Deck Daddied him from there, and he was like, he just scooped him up. I 2-0'd him. It wasn't that bad. Round 2, I played the Gravekeeper Mirror, and oh my god, so much. He was playing Tombs, which I don't play because I don't like that card, because that card could be dead. That card could be dead so much. So okay, game 1, I opened up Necro Valley Royal Tribute. So I Necro Valley Royal Tributed him and saw that he had 2 Tombs in his hand, and I had a set Descendant and all back row, and the Necro Valley, of course, Royal Tribute. So I'm like, and I saw he had 2 Tombs. I hit a Commandant, a Recruiter, and he had a, what was the other card? I think it was just like, I forgot what it was. I think it was like a Black Horn or something. I forget what it was. I think it was a Bottomless or something. And then I just pass. Then he goes. He sets his entire hand and then passes. So then I'm like, okay, he set both those Tombs. So end phase, I spaced my Necro Valley. And he looked at me with like such confusion. He didn't understand. And then I normal summoned Recruiter, attacked for 1200, flip summoned the Descendant, which then got Bottomless. I saw coming. And then I passed. And then I guess he drew, and then he drew in. I think he drew into no, he drew into a Nobleman. He said it. Then I drew into another Descendant. So I normal summoned the Descendant, popped the face down. Recruiter searched another Recruiter, then attacked for 15. So like I didn't let him. I made sure there was no face-up Necro Valley during the entire game. That way his Tombs were dead. Game 2, he opens up Necro Valley Royal Tributes and Royal Tributes me, which sucks because I had like 3 monsters in hand, and he had. Then I went to activate Stell, and then he tombed the Stell. So I'm like, well, you just had everything. Then I draw again, and I Stell again, and then it turns into a grind game, which he ends up winning. Game 3, I opened up Necro Valley Royal Tribute. So I Necro Valley Royal Tribute him for 2. He didn't have anything. Like, he had a Stell in his hand, which I was like, oh, well, Oh well, he has a stell, but I opened overworked, so he summoned. He stelled back his commandant and his assailant. Normal summoned his commandant. I tried to attack over my recruiter. I overworked it, and then just hereticked him for game. It was too strong. Round 3, I played Glads. Oh my god, Glads. I won game. No, yeah, I won game 1 because he tried to burst rebirth, pay 2,000 for nothing, and then it got negated by Necro Valley. And then it just turned to Heretic beatdown. Oh, Heretic put in so much work. Then game 2, he got off of Gazeris, the one that pops, the fusion that pops to, and like I couldn't come back from it. Game 3, we were both at like, no, I was at like 6,000, and he was at 1,400. He was destroying all my Necro Valleys, and I had a Black Horn of Heaven and a 7 Tools of the Bandit and a Spy set. So he and I had an assailant on board. No, did I have an assailant? Yeah, I had an assailant on board. So he goes to attack over my assailant. My assailant dies. Then he was like, because what he tagged out with? He tagged out with Laquari. So he tagged out with Laquari, and then he was over contemplating what he was gonna get out. And he had 1 card in hand, which I had no idea what it was. But I wasn't too worried because I had the 7 tools. So I'm like, I remembered earlier in that round, I destroyed the bestiary. So I was looking at his graveyard, and I'm like, oh, like I asked him, may I check your graveyard? And like, I'm like, oh, too good. And I'm like, I look because I'm like, oh, it's too sad. Like I put his graveyard back. Then like it made him think. Then he looked through his graveyard, and he saw he had a bestiary. Then like he looked at my build, and then like he had the face where like something clicked. So he goes to get Darius, uses Darius effect, brings out bestiary, tags both of them out for Gazeris, and I'm like, he's like, effect to pop 2. I'm like, targets, and then that's when I Black Horn, and then he sets his own face down and passes. So then I draw. It was nothing. You know, I think it was like I think it was like a power duality or something. I forget what it was. So I go to flip Spy. Turned out it was a warning. So then I 7 tools the warning and then poked for game or whatever. That was really good. Round 4, I played a Fire Fist player. Once again, overworked, came in so good in that matchup. This guy derped so hard. So he had Gyoku'd one of my back row. He summons Gorilla, Gyokes away the Gorilla to pop Necro Valley. Normal summons Wolfbark. Notice he had a Tensu face up, but he already used his Tensu summon because he Tensu summoned the Gorilla. Tensu summon Gorilla, pop the Yoku, destroy Necro Valley. Normal summon Wolfbark, special summon Bear from the graveyard, and then I overworked him. And then I had another Necro Valley in hand, so he didn't do much after that. It was a very close game. Round 5, I played another Fire Fist player, and I was like, God damn it. I didn't tell him. Round 1, I 2-0'd him. Round 2, I 3-0'd him. I was undefeated all the way to round 5. Like, round 5, I played another Fire Fist player. I don't know what he did. I think he bear popped the recruiter. No. Yeah. So he attacked with a gorilla. I had no Necro face. He attacked with a gorilla. I deep prisoned it. Then he tanky searched the bear, summoned bear. Bear popped my face down, which was a recruiter, so I searched Heretic. And then he just passes. I go to normal summon Heretic, and he's like, okay, that's fine. Necro Valley's face up. So then I enter battle phase. He's like, enemy in phase 1, he Valor's the Heretic, or he drops a Valor targeting the Heretic. I'm like, okay. Attack. Like, I attack into the bear. I'm like, 200? And then he's like, deep prison. I'm like, okay. So 200. And he was confused. He was like, I Valored it. And I'm like, it's unaffected by other card effects. And he was like, oh. So like he wasted a Valor, bear, and a deep prison on a Heretic. So he nagged himself so much. It wasn't even funny. I felt bad. Like, I felt like banishing my Heretic, but whatever. Yeah, I ended up winning that one. So at this point, I'm 5-0, undefeated, with no tombs, and like, my friends are being friends. You know how friends get. So round 6, I play actually a buddy of mine. I play Gavin from Iron Core. So he's playing Spellbooks, and I'm like, oh my god, Spellbooks. He 2-0s the shit out of me. Like round 1, it was kind of like he turned into a grind game, and Spellbooks in a grind game win the grind game. So I'm like, and then round 2, game 2, I just opened. I opened nothing. Like he had it. Like he had it good. So he 2-0'd me, so it wasn't that bad. So at this point I'm 5-1. So I'm like, okay, I still got a shot to get my invite, whatever. Round 7, I played Infernalities. I felt so bad. You know how Infernalities can't play against Gravekeepers. They really can't. Especially since he opened no MSTs, or he didn't see any of his MSTs both games. So he wasn't doing much. It was terrible. Round 8, deck check. And it just so happens I had barely put some cards I got in the trade in my deck box, and there was a deck check. So I got a game 1 loss. I got a game loss for game 1. So we go to game 2, no side. I still have no idea what he's playing, and he knows what I'm playing because apparently one of his friends told him what I was playing. So he's over here trying to work around Necro Valley because he knows what I was playing, and I ended up winning game 2. I was actually surprised at myself. We both had like 4 cards left in our deck, and then game 3, it also turned into a grind game, and it was late game, and he goes onslaught, and I'm like, warning. Then he onslaughts again. I'm like, crap. And then he onslaughted again. Didn't even attack. He didn't Tenki search bear, and then he was like, pass, and then standby. Then on the Grunix died, standby, blew up my set spy, and I'm like, I'm sitting here with a recruiter, no min, and command in hand, and I'm like, he has a bear. He has a bear and a Tenki face up, and I have no way to get rid of either of them. So I just scooped game 3 because if I were to set recruiter, it wouldn't matter. I was like at 2,000 life points, so I couldn't do anything. So I lost round 8. So I am 6-2 at the end of round 8. Round 9, I played Mermills. Oh my god, Mermills is usually the easiest matchup. He got game 1. No. Yeah, he got game 1 because I didn't know he was playing Mermills. I saw a set card, I thought it was armor. So I don't know why Descendant Recruiter popped the face down thinking it was armor. Turned out to be Linde. And then he does the my turn shit, Pike. Pop some shit. Discarded heavy infantry, destroyed my Necro Valley. Then searched what did he search? He searched a Gundy. I had to pass. Then he OTK'd me. Then game 2, I sided in Shaman and double rivalry. So like I set a spy, he sets another card, passes, I flip spy to get Shaman, and he's like, oh, you're trying to not let me play Yukio's, huh? So he bottomlesses the Shaman, and I'm like, didn't see that coming. So my Shaman dies, and I'm like, crap, that's my only soul drain. And yeah, I normal summoned Assailant, made a Dweller, attacked, activated effect, blah blah blah. So I got game 2. Game 3, I open up all monsters. He opens up all monsters. Guess what happened there? My all monsters versus his all monsters. His all monsters win versus my all monsters. Because what? I commanded searched Necro Rally, activated Necro Rally, set spy, pass. He goes reveal Abystius, ditch marksman, pop the spy. I think he searched Pike. I believe he searched Pike. Yeah, I think he searched Pike. Then he normal summoned Undying. Sent marksman, targeted Necro Valley, popped my Necro Valley, search controller, allure darkness away. He had everything, and he just proceeded to rape my shit. It wasn't even funny. So I ended up going 6-3 and placing 49th. Which I guess for my first regional, it isn't half bad. I don't know. I'm still kind of salty that I got 49. Like, one away from my invite. But either way, yeah, now that I'm done preparing for regionals, I guess, there's gonna be more uploads, more frequent uploads. So sorry if you guys are new subscribers or like new subscribers who expect to see more like videos, but they're gonna start coming now because now I have time to focus on my videos. I'm actually gonna go to locals over here in a bit. There's Smash tourneys today, so I get to play some Smash today. So yep, guys, if you sat through this entirety, I thank you very much, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. It's Lobo out.